Good afternoon, Your Honor. May I proceed?
Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. The matter before the court is civil action number 2483 CV00692. Paul O'Keefe, individually and personal representative of the estate of John Joseph O'Keefe III et al. Versus CNC Hospitality LLC, doing business as CNF McCarthy's et al. Your Honor, the parties are all present by Zoom. For the O'Keefe, the plaintiffs, we have Attorney Mark Diller and Attorney Daniel Buck. For CNC, we have Attorney Tamara Holstad. For Waterfall, we have Attorney David Hassett and John Deely. And for Karen Reed, we have Attorneys Thomas Tang, Damon Seligson, Aaron Rosenberg, and Michael Bell.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So it would appear that any issues about electronically stored information are covered by the stipulation that was filed. If there are any issues, let us know. Is anyone else needs to be heard on that particular issue?
Your Honor, I would just flag for you that we're working together through a couple of minor changes to that protocol. We wanted to get it filed by the deadline that you set, but I think all the parties are okay with tweaking a couple of things, but there are no real disputes that I'm aware of.
Okay. The next issue to talk about is whether there have been any issues accessing the discovery produced by Ms. Reed. Do the plaintiffs have any further issues to raise?
So we met collaboratively as a group as recently as Monday of this week to discuss
I should, for the record, it's Attorney Buck speaking. Go ahead.
Apologize. Counsel for all parties met as recently as Monday and discussed the plaintiffs had been having an issue maintaining a certain file structure that Ms. Reed's counsel had made us aware that the production holds, but we have discussed an alternative means of obtaining native files with that same structure via an external drive tomorrow morning at the in-person hearing, so that we will have the files in the form they had been sent with the load file, as well as a native form with the folder structure that Ms. Reed's counsel has made us aware exists.
Okay. Do any of the defendants want to address any of that? Okay. So, hearing none, let's talk generally about discovery and depositions. How have the depositions that have been noticed progressed?
We, Your Honor, for Ms. Reed, this is Attorney Rosenberg. Ours are coming up in the next 10 days-ish is the first one that we noticed. I think one of those dates is going to have to get moved because of the witnesses' availability, but we're hoping to move it very, very close to the original date. And beginning with those depositions, we've got, I mean, you saw when we submitted our notice, but we have a number kind of running for the next few months. So we haven't started yet, but that's not a change in what we told you last time.
Okay. Any of the other defendants want to address anything about depositions?
Judge,
Hearing none, how about go ahead.
David Hassett for Waterfall. Judge, I just want to point out that we did notice 2 depositions, and there's quite a bit of overlap, as the court is aware, based on the previous submissions with the witnesses that Reed's counsel has deposed. So these are depositions in addition to those. There's 2 of them.
Okay. Plaintiff?
We've noticed 3 depositions, Your Honor. This is Attorney Mark Diller, and we're working out some dates for 2 of them because the witnesses weren't available, and so we'll be scheduling those, and we'll continue to notice depositions as we get up to speed with the discovery.
So, Attorney Diller, what about written discovery?
We
both to you and from you.
Yeah, so we've complied with Karen Reed's discovery to us. We are finalizing discovery for the bars and have been in communication with them about the discovery they propounded on us. We have propounded additional discovery on Reed and third party Norfolk District Attorney's Office, and anticipate that there may be some additional third party discovery that we'll be seeking documents from.
Okay. How about on this Reed side as far as written discovery?
So we have been continuing to try and track down documents that third party subpoena recipients owe. Two of the recipients that we discussed, Your Honor, at a prior conference were the town of Canton and the Mass State Police. Both of them have had subpoenas pending since August or September. They've, as I'll take the state police first, they first indicated that they had a lot of documents to look at, which, we tried to be reasonable and say, you need to satisfy your obligations, but, if it's going to take you time, it's going to take you time, understanding that there likely were a lot of emails and communications internally about this. We were told that they had something over 50,000 emails that would have been responsive and that they were going to review them. They asked for more time. Eventually, they said they'd produce by the end of February. Just got a production yesterday that has about 300 pages of emails. I don't know why that is. I immediately sent follow-up to the state police's outside counsel. I'm waiting to hear back from him, but I wouldn't be surprised if very soon you see a motion to compel against the state police. As to the town of Canton, there was an initial production that was made, but then there were additional documents we were seeking relating to Sergeant Sean Good, who was one of the first responders at the scene back in January 29th, 2022. At first, the counsel, again, outside counsel for the town, indicated to me that they didn't have any responsive documents relating to the investigation into Sergeant Good. Again, fast forward a couple months, it turns out it sounds like now they do have them, but they're objecting to producing any of them. So similarly, I think it's safe to expect soon a motion to compel the town of Canton to produce those additional documents.
Well, I hope you can work it out, but if you can't, the sooner the better to get it before the court.
Understood.
Any of the licensed establishment defendants want to weigh in on written discovery?
Your Honor, Tamara Smith-Holtzlag for CF McCarthy's. Good afternoon. We have responded to interrogatories and document responses propounded to us by the plaintiff some time ago.
Judge David Hassett. Yes, Judge. We also have responded to document requests and interrogatory by the plaintiff. We have issued discovery to the plaintiff, and that's on extension.
Okay, so we already have another status date of the 31st that we can reassess where we stand on discovery. Are there any other issues any of the parties want to raise this afternoon? Hearing none, I'll see some of you in the morning. I will say to Attorney Diller and Attorney Seligson or whoever Attorney Diller has been communicating with, and I'm not accepting it as true or anything like that, but it's concerning for me to read that there have been attempts for 9C conferences concerning the preservation protocol, and Attorney Diller feels like he hasn't heard that. So hopefully within the next 18 hours you can get that into, you can take care of that and try and keep talking, okay? We don't need to get into the minutia of it at this point.
Just one very quick comment, Your Honor. We've had 2 telephone conferences with Attorney Diller about this. We've had conferences. We're in the process of considering his proposal, and we will get back to him promptly.
Okay, we'll see who we see tomorrow morning. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.